Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you've been following my channel, you know that I've been working on this 328 Xi 2009 BMW, and I've been trying to restore it as much as possible because it was neglected from the previous owner. So yesterday I replaced front shocks, and you can look at my other video if you're interested about that. And if you look closely, now the front wheel, fender wheel, is kind of sitting higher over the wheel than the rear one, because the brand new shocks actually make the car sitting higher. Now I'm going to replace the rear shocks, and I'm hoping that it's going to be same level and it's going to have a nice ride again. So stay tuned to see how this procedure goes and what kind of tools you will need and what kind of parts I'm going to use. Okay, so the next step, what I did, I jacked up my vehicle from underneath on the middle under the differential and put jack stands on each side, choke my front wheel. So I am ready for the next step. I just wanted to show you the condition of my shock absorber or strut, whatever they call it. Probably they call it shock absorber. Anyhow, this is a protector piece. Looks like it's not important, but it is important because all of the debris like salt, grime, water getting on this shaft and getting inside of the shock. So it must protect properly and sit in upper position, but it is 15 years old shock, so it's time to replace anyway. Now this is the parts that I am going to install. This brand, this is an OEM replacement struts or shocks, and made in Germany. I'm surprised that it's still something made in Germany those days. Now it's going to be new made in Germany bump stopper with a protective cap, another rubber protective cap. Here's the part number, by the way, just in case if somebody need. And here's the part number of this suspension bump stop. And this is the part number of the shock or strut. Now it also comes as a set with all of this bumper stops, also like a shock absorbing padding, bushings, and you will need two of them obviously. And here is the part number, made in Germany, Limforder. So then there is a special nut that is already attached to the washer with this rubber grommet, and you will need two of those. It's also made in Germany, Limforder, part number right here. I purchased two metal caps. Probably I did not need to purchase them because I don't think it can wear out even after 15 years, but they were cheap, like $4 each I believe, so I decided to buy them also because I'm trying to restore this vehicle. Now it comes with 4 bolts like this for the bottom motor mount, shock mount, I'm sorry. Here is the shock mount that I'm talking about. So you have to have two of those. They are the same on both sides, and it is made in China. Well, what can you do? I guess there was no other manufacturer. I've been purchasing all of those parts, including front shocks, from FCP Euro, and it's about $700 all around, front and rear set. Well, that's how it is. Now the next step would be I would have to have access to the top nut on that strut. So I remove this And then there is a couple clips, plastic clips, regular plastic clips, so you will need some kind of tool to pry them out, even screwdriver in most cases. So there is a 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, and there is a 4 somewhere, probably. Oh yeah, right here, number 4. Anyhow, the next I need to remove this bolt right here, and so it can be easy for me to bend this cover. And for this I'm going to open the seat, just push it down, and now I'm supposed to have full access to that, to this rubber cap. And underneath of this rubber cap I need to loosen this nut right here. But before I'm going to loosen, probably I'm going to jack up the rear spring with my jack. Okay, I'm talking about this one. So probably I need to jack it up underneath of this lower A-arm. So I raised my A-arm, and I put a wooden block to avoid bending this brake shield. Now I'm ready to remove top nut, and for this I will be using 2 wrenches. One of them is ratcheting wrench, which is a 16mm, another one is a 6mm, very tiny, to hold the actual shaft. And actually it goes real easy without any problem. It's well protected area, so there is no rust, should be no rust, unless that vehicle was flooded before or something, but other than that it comes out real easy. So everything comes out real easy, and I see 2 parts, and my new piece is actually, oh, it's just the glue that's holding it together. I guess it doesn't matter. Just wanted to see how much it's compressed over the years, to compare the new and the old one. A little bit, maybe 3mm. Anyway, okay, well, the next step, I'm going to remove this Torx bolt 1 and another one on the other side. Those are 2 bolts that hold in this bottom mount. Now after those 2 screws are removed, one on each side, as you can see, now the next would be removing this nut right here, which is a 17mm. I removed it just with the socket, and even though there is also a head for a 6mm wrench, but my shaft did not spin, so I just used the socket, and that's it. Nothing else I needed to do. Now I'm assuming that the shock's supposed to come out freely, as long as I'm going to compress it down and removing it from its spot. Well, I have to do it with both hands because I'm holding the camera, so hold on. So after a little wiggling with both hands, it's coming out fairly easy, and now I should be able to remove the bottom mount with another hand. Now in my case, after 15 years, this is really great shape. Unless somebody replaced it before, I can see BMW mark, so this is the original part. I don't think that somebody put original part. Shock is original for sure, and it was still holding a little bit of pressure, so it was not that dead yet, but it's time to replace it anyway. This is original part. Now the shock is in really good shape, and if you are on a budget, remove your shock and the mount first. Maybe you don't have to spend money buying new rubber mount. Now I'm going to put new parts back. I'm going to clean the place first a little bit with a spray cleaner and a brush, and put everything back. Now before I'm going to assemble my new strut, I'm going to clean this shaft with a regular rubbing alcohol. I don't want to use any brake cleaner in case it can damage any seal right here. Okay, now by looking at my old strut, I can see the actual order, what goes first. So I'm going to install the same new parts, which is well, obviously this one is going to go first. Okay, now there is a metal cap, the one that I told you that maybe I didn't have to buy it, but it was cheap, so I decided to buy. This is a metal cap, and then we have this part with the bushing, which is this right here, goes like this, and then we have actual rubber cap on the top of everything. So same order, that's how it was before, except this one is damaged already, this one is brand new, but everything else is metal plate, special bushing with the metal tubing spacer, same as this one, special shock stop, bumper stop, and the rubber cap. Now I'm ready to put everything back. I did not see any specific side. This is a universal side of the bottom mount, so it can go into any direction, just like this, really easy. This rear shock or strut replacement procedure really simple, without involving any specialty tools. Now I will need to compress my shock and insert the bottom first, and then the top one will go to the original hole, so I will need my second hand. I will show you when after I installed. Now after I used my both hands, I installed it under 1 minute, everything. I just had to compress the top portion of the shock to insert it, but I had to lower my jack a little bit, so maybe I did not need to use the jack to raise the A-arm, but I decided I didn't want this spring to expand too much. That's why I was not sure if it can happen or not, so that's why I used the jack, just in case. So for this procedure I lowered the jack by 1 inch, and it went back really smoothly, and it's sitting in place now. Now it's just a matter of retightening those 2 torque bolts that hold in bottom mount, and the 17mm nut that hold in the actual shock, and the same from the inside. Just installing new nut with the washer and that bumper. So this is extremely quick and easy procedure. Most of the people should do it because there is no really special tools required, as you see. Well, I guess I don't have to waste any more of your time showing you how I'm going to retie those 4 bolts and put couple clips back in place. Plus I'm going to do the other side now, and you have yourself a good day, guys. God bless you. Thank you for watching. God bless America, Canada, and God bless Ukraine. Bye. And now, as you can see, the final result, my rear is a little bit higher, the front a little bit lower by maybe 1 inch or so, but now it looks much better than comparably what was on the beginning of the video that I showed you. how the old shock absorber look like, because they've been sagged. Maybe the springs are also sagged after 15 years, but for now I'm going to keep it the way it is. I'm happy with the result, and thank you for watching.